Oh, hello. I just wanted to come on and do a little video to explain the difference between the Nano tips and the Remy Ultra tips. I did want to do this as a live, but Facebook's gone down, but I thought I'll record it anyway, and then it can be on YouTube or, on my social media. So I'm just going to show you first a Nano tip. So that's a Nano tip. It's got a little keratin bond and then a little flexible metal tip. And I'll just show you the beads. So the beads are little tiny, you can just see that, little tiny balls. And they have got a little, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, they've got a tiny silicone liner to protect your hair from when the beads crimped. And then I'll just show you a Remy Ultra tip. You can see them. They're really flat and they give coverage like a weft, but from a individual. I'll just show you the bead for those. So these are the little Ultra locks they're called. And they're kind of a little, you see that? Like a little oval tube. So I just wanted to explain really the difference between the two types of hair extensions, and I'm just going to apply a few on my model tonight, Dolly. So the Nano beads are probably the most popular and sort of well-known hair extension method. One thing I really like about them is they come in all sorts of ranges of hair. So for me, I've got the Hair Planet, Faith Luxury, Remy and Heavenly Hair. I think I've got the swatch charts for them. So there's a great type of ranges for all the different types of hair and also budgets. So sort of 25 strands of Nanos start at sort of 35 quid on like the budget ranges, and then they go up to sort of £70 for 25, depending on length with your Remy. So they're a great like budget range, like a method for all budgets type of thing. With the Ultra tips, they're just Remy only. They're a patented hair extension method, so you can only get them from Remy. So I'm just going to start by fitting sort of 3 Nanos just so you can see what they're like. So I'll take a nice section. It's on Dolly's head, so bear in mind she's a bit sparse in a place or two. But I'll take a nice section, making sure I haven't got any crossed hairs. So sort of like that. And bring her in a bit closer. So a nice easy section. I'm using lighter coloured beads so you can see what they look like, but obviously when we have a client we colour match them, but it's just so you can see what they look like. So I've done my little section. So see, up close, we've got the little tiny bead there. Just there, look. So I'm going to go and get my Nano. So with these, the tip of the Nano just fits just inside the bead. I'm going to go with my pliers. Right, so that's nice and secure. So you can see that's how a Nano fits. You can see you've got nice movement. The individual strands are really good for people that wear their hair up a lot, because you've got ultimate like flexibility. So with Nanos, I think these suit a client who's got sort of medium to fine sort of hair. Just you need a bit of coverage, you know, a bit of thickness from your own hair, just so you can cover up the little keratin bond. I wouldn't say they're really suited to really fine, thin, like greasy type of hair. That's a technical term. I'm just going to pop a few more in just so you can see them. But they're a really popular method. I just wanted to show you a little bit more what they were about. So I'm just going in next to this one. Nanos are great if you want to thicken up the sides of your hair. Because I say some of the hair ranges aren't that expensive. They're quite good price point. Especially if you just want to have a try of hair extensions and you're not really sure if you're going to like them. So I'll just pop another bead in. Oh, poor old Dolly. She's a bit sparse in a place or two. So I'm just going to pop another one in there. Again, I always am making sure I haven't got any cross hairs. So pop that one in. So again, that's the second one. If you look really closely, you can just see how the silicone from the little bead sort of squashes out. Because this has got a metal top, it's really good to have a silicone lined bead, just so it, you know, it cushions your hair a bit more. So we've got two in there now. And again, if you was wearing a ponytail, you could get that up. You know, you've got 360-degree movement, you'd get that in really well. So my favourite features of these are loads of ranges of hair, great if you're on a budget, and also brilliant if you're wanting a high-end type of hair, because they're just in every range. I say they're one of the most popular methods. So that's it. So that's the Nano. So the next ones I'm going to apply are the Remy Cachet Ultra Tips. These are my ultimate favourite. These have been really, really popular with clients, particularly those with fine hair and medium to fine hair, because they're so flat and they give such a lovely coverage. They give that really fanned out effect, and they're really, really good for fine hair. And what I also like is they do a little mini one called a Pro Tip. And these are just brilliant for fine bobs, for thickening the sides. They're just so light and comfortable. All my customers have loved these. These have been absolutely popular. So the fitting of these is really very similar to the Nanos. So I'm going to make a little section, sort of a triangle section. I'm going to come like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. So a bit weird working behind the camera. So from this shape, you know, this is going to be really comfortable for my client. There's good movement, and I haven't got any cross hairs. So again, just for purposes of this video, and just so you can see, the beads are not the right colour, but it just gives you an idea of what they look like. Obviously on a client, I make sure I've got the perfectly matched beads. So I'm just going to slip the little lock on. So I get a nice neat section. So I'm just going to grab one of my put that in, and just make sure it's all neat and tidy. So just pull it up a little bit. Oh, the camera's nearly falling over. I'm just going to quickly pinch with my pliers. Give it a good pinch. So you can see there the difference in coverage. You could almost say one of these is nearly equivalent to two of them. You know, you've got a gap there, and with that one you've got a lovely sort of full coverage. If you look sort of, I don't know, my little finger, that's nearly the width of my little finger, whereas those ones are a lot narrower. So I'm just going to pop another one. Try not to knock everything over. Ooh. So next one. These have been so popular for clients that have wanted to like thicken a bob. I mean, 2 rows of these can really make a bob a showstopper. No more wispy sides of these, and because they're so comfortable to wear, the clients have just loved them. So again, I'll just put a little, I'll just get another one, and they come in loads and loads of different colours. Cool. So I'm just going to move that one up. Dolly's hair is disgusting. So nice pinch on my bead. So you can see them too, how on a bob, if you carried on, you'd make a lovely thick side. And if you run your fingers down them, you can hardly feel these ultra tips compared to the bit more sort of bulky of the Nanos. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these. These are on a really good method as well. But for a finer hair client, these are just much better, because if you know, if your hair's not very thick anyway, you're going to get a lovely, like, discreet fit. And another like bit of feedback I've had from clients is when they're sleeping, and they're really comfortable, because the little bead, you can see it clamps really flat. So it's really comfortable from a client's point of view. The nano bead does go fairly flat, but you've got this chunkier sort of keratin bond that attaches the hair. So they're just both stranded methods, but they both have, you know, like different features. And if I've got a client here with finer hair, I always put a couple of these in and a couple of those, just so you can feel it and feel the difference. And these definitely have been a favourite so far. But I know myself, when I next have my refit, I'm going to try a couple of these Nanos, because these are from the Remy Cachet luxury range. And again, they're a brilliant price point, because they're about 35 quid for a pack of 25. So I'm going to have a little trial of them. Yeah, so I just thought I'd just do that little video, give you a little bit more information on the different types of stranded methods that I offer. If you want to find any more out, drop me a message, and I hope you've enjoyed this little video today.